Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is May 28, 2025, and we're diving into Photronics' second quarter fiscal 2025 earnings report. Photronics, a leader in photomask technologies, has just released their latest financial results. Joining us today is John, senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. Photronics has been a key player in the photomask industry, and their latest earnings report provides some interesting insights into their current performance and future direction.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. Photronics reported a revenue of $211 million for the second quarter of fiscal 2025, which is a 3% decrease year over year. John, can you elaborate on this?
Absolutely. The revenue decline is modest, reflecting some challenges in the market. However, it's important to note that their non-GAAP net income was $24.3 million, translating to an EPS of 40 cents. This is slightly below the forecasted EPS of 48 cents, but it still shows resilience in their profitability despite the revenue dip.
And how does this compare to their previous quarters?
Compared to the first quarter of 2025, where they had a non-GAAP EPS of 52, there's a slight decline. However, the company has managed to maintain a strong gross margin of 36.9%, which is an improvement from the previous quarter's 35.6%.
Operational efficiencies and strategic initiatives. John, let's talk about Photronics' operational performance. How did their IC and FPD segments perform this quarter?
The IC segment generated $155.9 million, showing a slight sequential increase, while the FPD segment brought in $55.1 million, which is a 5% sequential decline. Despite these mixed results, Photronics has been proactive in returning value to shareholders, repurchasing $72 million worth of stock this quarter.
That's a significant buyback. How does this align with their cash flow and investment strategies?
They generated $31.5 million in cash from operations, which supports their aggressive share repurchase strategy. Additionally, they invested $60.5 million in capital expenditures, indicating a balanced approach between rewarding shareholders and investing in future growth.
Leadership transition and future outlook. There's also a significant leadership change at Photronics. Can you tell us more about this transition?
Yes, Dr. Frank Lee has stepped down as CEO, with George Macrocostas taking over the role. Dr. Lee will continue to focus on the company's Asia operations, which have been a strong growth driver. This transition is part of a strategic plan to ensure continuity and leverage Dr. Lee's expertise in Asia.
And what can we expect from Photronics in the coming quarters?
For the third quarter, they expect revenue between $200 million and $208 million, with a non-GAAP EPS ranging from 35 cents to 41 cents. The focus will remain on their core strengths in Asia and continuing to drive node migration in their IC business.
Key takeaways. In summary, Photronics has shown resilience in a challenging market, with a solid performance in their core segments and strategic initiatives. John, any final thoughts on their investment prospects?
Photronics remains a strong player in the photomask industry, with a strategic focus on Asia and shareholder value. While there are challenges, their proactive approach to leadership transition and strategic investments positions them well for future growth.
And thank you, John, for your insights. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Photronics' performance in the comments below.